everyone, welcome back. Look at this question. This question is taken from the Combined Geoscientist Mains 2026 Geophysics Paper 3. And in this session, we are going to discuss about this question. Look, the Combined Geoscientist examination is conducted by UPSC for the recruitment of the geophysicist, geologist, and the chemist in the organizations such as the Geological Survey of India and the Central Ground Water Board. And the groundwater and the hydrogeology are important parts of the geophysics paper 3. And UPSC generally asks the simple numerical based on the dark age law. But to score full marks, you must understand the physical meaning behind the formula, not just the substitute values. Okay. So today's question is a classic example of the dark age law, one of the most fundamental laws in the hydrogeology. Okay. Look, we are given hydraulic conductivity K. This is 200. And the hydraulic gradient I. This is 0.1. And we have to determine the flow rate. Now, here is an important observation. The question has not provided the cross-sectional area of the aquifer, right? So that means they are asking for the dark age velocity rather than the total discharge. So this is a common trick. Okay. Now, tell me, if water flows through a sponge, does every drop move through the entire sponge? No, water flows only through the pores, and similarly the groundwater moves through the tiny pore spaces of the rocks, and Darkey's law tells us how fast groundwater appears to move through the whole aquifer, not the actual speed inside the each pore. Okay. Now, Henry Darkey discovered that groundwater flow follows a very simple relationship, and the specific discharge or the Darkey velocity is like Q equal to Ki, where Q is the Darkey velocity or the specific discharge, K is the hydraulic conductivity, and I is the hydraulic gradient. Okay. So this is one of the most important equations in the groundwater hydrology. Very important. Now, given K is 200, I is 0.1, so substitute the values. So Q equal to 200 into 0.1. So this is the final answer for this question. Therefore, the groundwater flow rate is 20 meter per day. Okay. Now, many books use the word flow rate or Q equal to like KIA, where Q is the total discharge and KA is the cross-sectional area. But notice, this question does not give the area. So therefore, we cannot calculate the total discharge. Hence, the examination is basically expecting the answer Q equal to KI, which is the specific discharge. This is an important point that many students miss. Okay. Now, let us understand each term physically. Hydraulic conductivity. What is hydraulic conductivity, guys? It tells us how easily water can pass through the soil or the rock. High K means sand, gravel, where the water flows easily, and low K means clay, where the water moves very slowly. Now, what is hydraulic gradient? I. Hydraulic gradient or I is simply delta H by L, where delta H is what? Difference in the hydraulic head, and L is the flow length. Now think of it as the slope that drives groundwater flow. So greater slope means faster groundwater movement. Okay. Imagine two roads. One road is completely flat and the other road slopes downward. So if you pour water, where will it flow faster? Obviously on the sloping road, right? So hydraulic gradient works exactly like the slope of a road. The steeper the hydraulic gradient, the faster the groundwater moves. All right. So remember one formula, Q equal to Ki. If the area is given, use Q equal to KIA. Okay. If no area is given, never multiply anything. Okay. So basically, remember, K is the hydraulic conductivity. I is the hydraulic gradient. and S. S is the specific discharge. So, S will be equal to K into I. All right. You can remember this like this way. Okay. So, basically, that was all about this question. Look, groundwater flows because of a difference in the hydraulic head, right? And hydraulic conductivity tells us how easily the rock allows water to pass, while the hydraulic gradient provides the driving force. And Darcy's law combines these two factors to predict the groundwater flow. Okay, and this concept forms the foundation of the groundwater hydrology, aquifer testing, contaminant transport, groundwater resource assessment, and the hydrological exploration, making it one of the highest yield topics in the UPSC. Okay, so clear now? Bye bye.